And welcome to Furry 2015! Oh, it's so good to see so many people here. You've all chosen such a great con to attend. Oh, the dude's so hype. Holy shit. Hype? So, before we get down to whatever fucking this actually is, I want to put forward a couple of disclaimers. This is gonna be good. First of all, I am on the verge of being terribly, terribly ill, so if I start coughing, just fucking deal with it. And second of all, Drake and Joey and the team, they have no idea of the stuff that I'm going to talk about tonight. No idea at all. So if I can be honest, this is my first and probably last time I'm going to be here. So let's go out with a bang, shall we? So a lot of you know who I am. I see a lot of familiar faces here tonight. It's so good. For those who don't, my name is Choji. Furry. I've been a Queensland boy all my life. Moved down to the southeast area about a couple of years ago, 3 or 4. And whether you believe it or not, I happen to be a furry. And I've been a furry for honestly far too long. I ironically try to keep away from the fandom as much as possible while still being involved. Like keeping a toe in the pool and pulling it out when it gets too cold. Oh, what's that? It's a Nazi fur. I think I won't deal with that today. It's a lot like cigarettes. A delicious goddamn cigarette. Can you tell I'm trying to quit? Oh my god. So, I'll start to feel really crap about myself and heavy breathing and whatnot. And I'll pull away for a while. Pull away from the fandom, pull away from the smokes. It's good. I'll start to feel healthier, breathing easier, skin looks fresher, got money in my pocket. And then I'll have a bad day. And the next thing you know, I'm in a park, chain smoking, surrounded by people wearing tails and ears and having a sausage sizzle. It's a lot like fucking someone else's house burning down. It's like, this isn't my drama, but it's pretty and it's cute and it's colorful and it keeps my attention, so fucking why not? I think I can safely assume that I'm in the minority when I say that my partner is not a furry. And we tell you, dude, it's so fucking good. I don't have to deal with so much shit. But I have to apologize at least once a week. I don't have to, but I feel I need to, because I've exposed them to something awful. I'm just like, I'm so sorry, dude. Fucking come on. Yeah, right. Oh man. So I was glancing over the con book before, this little crazy thing that you all should actually read. A lot of work went into this. And I was glancing over the 621 rule. And for those of you unfamiliar, I don't know if they went over it this morning because I was unconscious, but basically, you need to have minimum 6 hours sleep a day, 2 square meals, and 1 shower. So I don't honestly give a fuck if you don't eat or sleep, man. That's your problem, you're a dumbass. But dude, have a shower! Oh my god! You're running around this con space all day, you're up and down the goddamn elevators, you're going to the beach if you fucking want to do that shit in this weather. Going to the spa. You're dancing, you're suiting, you're dancing in suiting despite the overwhelming risk that you are in fact going to have a heat stroke at some point. And you multiplied that one person by fucking how many people we've got here, 500, and it just starts to get a bit much. When I'm in the elevator, going down to the lobby from whatever floor I happen to be on, if I close my eyes, I can literally smell when I pass the con space. There's a certain pheromone humans emit when they're experiencing any form of stress or anxiety. God knows I'm doing it right now. But basically, you guys are scared. Don't be scared, guys. Have have a shot, have a shave, and have a shower, and it will be good. Good. Yes! Oh man, the fear is real. What? I can't fucking deal with this right now. Fear for furries is such a weird thing though. Like, I think the greatest fear any furry could possibly ever face is coming out to their parents as a furry. Like, first of all, why? So little 16-year-old me, right? I never thought that would happen. I took so many precautions to prevent that, in fact, instance from happening. I had passwords on all my shit, my laptop, my phone, my accounts, my emails, but my mum found out because I happened to leave a certain folder open when I went to school one day. Oh, dude. I got home and I saw it open and I was like, fuck, dude, you screwed yourself. Oh, shit. But can you imagine the conversation she must have had with my dad? I walk into her like, honey, he's looking at dog people fucking. And my dad's so chill, he doesn't give a shit about anything, it's great. He's like, well, honey, at least he's not on drugs. 16-year-old me was smoking so much pot. Oh my god. And like not in a healthy way either. Like I was escaping some shit. Holy crap. Like, alright, so for those of you here who are over the age of 35, so yeah, you know all three of you. Do you remember the homophobic anti-drug PSAs that they had in like the late 80s, early 90s? Like big bright epileptic letters would flap and scream, marijuana kills! Marijuana turns you gay! Well, shit, apparently if you smoke enough of it, it also turns you furry. Thanks, God. Thanks for making the plant so brutal. I definitely think the drug use back then has directly influenced who I have become today. That sounds really dark, I just forgot where the fuck I was. This week at the Thunderdome. Like, no amount of parenting books could prepare you for that shit though. Like, honestly, finding out your kids are furry, no self-help books, no focus groups, anything could prepare you for that. Like, if I had a kid, a little angelic, angel-faced baby, and they came up to me and they said, you know what, Dad, I think I'm a furry. Shit! Really, dude? Like, really? Shit! Honey. Maybe you just like Robin Hood for the plot. Like, oppression and taxes are bad, man. It's relevant. Fucking kid. It's like none of us care. We don't watch that shit for the tax, bro. It's such a defeatist attitude, but I love it. I actually consider myself to have a fairly good attitude. Like, I feel pretty grounded to what I need and what I want, and I don't really screw over anyone to get that. And saying that, however, furries tend to have a pretty shitty outlook on life, don't they? There's so many negative thinking patterns that go around in these circles, like poor choices and moral dilemmas, but most of it's forgivable, right? Because you're not perfect, God knows I'm not perfect, none of us are perfect. Like, it's like, okay, someone asking for donations on their Facebook or Twitter because they can't pay their rent or their phone bill or whatever. And it's like, dude, okay, A, you spend all your money on commissions. We're in all your business. And B, you live with your parents. So like, it's not my fault you're an idiot. And you are an idiot because you're imperfect. The fucking one attitude, however, I absolutely cannot forgive. It's the people who drift through life claiming that they don't care what you think of them. Spouting some bullshit like, what I said wasn't racist. Oh my god, they have it easy. I don't care what you think of me. Oh, what kind of fucking bullshit is that? Anybody at any given time absolutely gives a shit what they think. It's not shallow or petty. It's the fucking human condition. We are machines that can only be fueled by the opinions of others. And they'll pull out some arbitrary bullshit defense like, can be a dick, but you thought I was a wolf. Oh, and you spelled also wrong, so goodbye. It's fucking weird. Yeah, man, the top. If you didn't give a shit what people thought of you, you would, by definition, be a psychopath. And you know where you would end up? You would end up in a live leak video where some soldier throws a puppy off a bridge. And I'm not naming names about who did the throwing or who did the filming, but the point is you were there. This is where you end up. Guilty through inaction, my friend. The only reason we ever do anything is motivated by our own egos, or hunger, or sex, or in my case, all three at the same time. Come on, baby, tell me I'm not a piece of shit. Tell me I'm good. Come on, give me some pizza. You wanna give me a present? You wanna give me a car? You wanna give me a car? Car? It's just this one quote. I don't know why I'm giving people next. I'm not gonna sit there and feel comfortable doing it. Fuck it. Where are my international firsts? Put your hands up for me. Overseas? Yes, your boy. Yes, absolutely. It's like a 15-hour flight from anywhere to get here. It's so hype, you guys. God damn. I'm fucking complaining that I had to spend an hour and a half in traffic and pay $8 a day for parking. Spend $2,000 on flights. See some fucking fat guy on stage. I spent some time overseas actually recently. So I flew to LA on a scholarship. A bunch of my classmates and I were on scholarship. So we went over to study for a few weeks or so. And oh my god, LA is amazing. Dude, it's so good. The food, absolutely incredible. Like, I gained 5 kilos easy. I've never had authentic, like, genuine Mexican food before. Like, Montezuma's gonna be a dick. Holy shit. But LA was great, though. And it wasn't just the food, too. Like, the transport system over there, absolutely incredible. Holy shit. They've got buses, like, tons and tons of buses that run on time. And you can ride the subway for 80 cents. 80 cents, Kirby. Oh my god. That's a Hubba Bubba, man. Oh, they've got Uber, like solid Uber, not this fucking illegal shit that we've got going on. And Uber is absolutely 10 out of 10 would recommend you do if you're overseas. And at the same time I discovered how great Uber was, I also discovered how much of a taboo word cunt is over there. They hate it so much, it's so funny. Because we just drop it like it's nothing. So we get into this Uber cab ride, and we're pretty keen to show off that we're from Australia. We're like looking to meet some people, like, hey, foreign. Kind of foreign. We're the fuckable kind, right? So my mate Stu, he hops into the Uber cab, looks at the driver, and starts going off. He starts talking like if Steve Irwin and Paul Hogan had a baby on cocaine, and that little crack baby, this is what he sounded like. Hopping in the cab, Spanish. Oh, g'day, mate. Look, we Aussies, we're not really from around here. We're looking to get to the Glendale Gallery. You know what that is? Oh, look, we don't know the way. You do us right, eh? I'm so fucking sleep deprived and hungover from the plane ride. I just turned around and go, this is you. Just shut the fuck up. And the cabbie, oh my god. This is what he does. We're on the highway. He pulls over into the emergency lane, shuts the engine off, unlocks the door, and stares at the both of us. And I cannot begin to describe the amount of fear and regret that I saw in this man. I thought he was going to stab us at the time. But now in hindsight, I realize he thought we were going to stab each other and then stab him. It's just like, this shit would not happen. That shit it just would roll and no one would care. Pull some shit like that, the cabbie would look at you and go, whoa, mate, you might be in a gun. Just fucking cigarette out the window. It was a great app though. I swear to God, they're not paying me to tell you this for the fucking shit. It's got nothing on Tinder though. Tinder in the States? I had prepared this like long bit, but I'm almost certain we won't have time for it, so fuck it. Long story short, I had a threesome that was so good on Tinder. Can you believe that shit? So I come over here believing like Tinder's gonna be the tits, the be-all and end-all of fucking hookup apps or whatever. Oh, I've never been more flaccid in my entire life on that goddamn app here. I see. You would know, huh? There's like, I feel like there's a certain quota of specific photos that you have to fill in order to use that app. There's the beach shot, there's a shot of you with a puppy, which is great. And then there's I call it the JB shirt up face shot. Yeah. And now this shot is a shot mainly guys use because they can pull it off, where they lift up their shirts and they pull a Justin Bieber face. And I really fucking wish I brought a photo of this shit. Do it. I am going to do it. So it looks a lot like this.
Take it off. Have more children. ASL.
12 Mexico. But I mean, like, obviously it doesn't work too well on me. Shit. Not everyone likes to see some guy, but depends on who you ask. Yeah, good. Oh man. Do you guys remember Yiffa? Yeah, that's the exact response I wanted for that shit. Yeah. No one can. So, basically, Yiffa was like a clone app of Grindr, like I'm sure we're all familiar with. I don't think I can see a single female in here. Can we? Oh, excellent! Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so you're aware of Grindr, right? Oh, brilliant! Excellent! Holy shit! All right, so. Alright, I'm gonna explain it anyway. So Yiffa worked the same as Grindr. It showed your location and relevance to like all these other people with the account on there. And it stacked you by like relevance, blah blah blah. And there was two problems with Yiffa, right? One, it was fucking buggy. And how goddamn apt is that? It crashed all the time. I felt like I was gonna get a disease from using it. And second of all, people didn't use their faces as their like account pictures. They used their characters, and that is just beyond me. It's unfathomable. I can only imagine, as a flawed human being, that when they rocked up to some random's house, they would be so disgusted and disappointed to find out that the person they wanted to interact with was not in fact a cute femboy twink raccoon. They may not be even the same gender. It's like, fuck you. But there's some crazy accounts out there. Oh my god. Just give me a short round of applause if you've got an FA. Don't clap your hands, it's going to be proud. And just for curiosity's sake, while I'm up here, give me a clap if you don't. Like, actually? Well done. Wow. That just actually shocked me. When I jump on FA, it's usually like a once a day kind of thing, just check my shit twice if I've got nothing going on. But when I do, I always make sure to link to my user page. Because have you been on the front page of FA? It is a fucking minefield. My god. It's a chaotic game of Russian roulette, but instead of like gambling with cash or whatever, you're gambling with your own sanity, with the fucking loaded revolver to your temple. What's it gonna land on today? I don't know. Some scat shit, brilliant. You got it. I fucked up the other night and I went on there. There is no excuse for that kind of behavior at all. But what I saw messed me up for a good solid 2 days, right? And it's not the kind of like mess up where you like think about it and go, oh, this is shit. This was all I thought about for 2 solid days. Morning to night, I wake up, I dreamed of this shit. It was a nightmare. I didn't want to click on it. I saw the thumbnail, I'm like, should I? And it was the same impulse kind of reaction when you see, for whatever reason, like some fucking execution video pops up on your dash. It's like, you justify it to yourself. You really do. You reason with yourself why you want to see someone die. It's like, well, you know, I don't want them to die in vain. I don't want to get views, right? This is why they do it, right? So I'm looking at this thumbnail, and my heart and my brain, there were 2 conflicting ideas about what I wanted to do. My passionate heart, my logical brain, and they had a debate. Heart's just like, man, what is this? Oh my god, what is this? Brain's just like, dude, you fucking know exactly what this shit is. Do not click on it. It's like, but I gotta see, man. Like, is this something that you wanna, this is gonna be on your deathbed? This is what you're gonna be thinking about. Do you wanna tell your grandkids about this? Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Dude, what the fuck? Oh my god! Why would you let me look at that shit? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. And I'm gonna tell you what I was looking at. Because I see each of your faces, and you're thinking the exact same thing that I did when I was looking at that picture. Do I want to use some fucked up? I think I do. No. It was a scanned drawing, it's like scanned, here we go. A scanned drawing of a colored pencil shading of, who's the yellow one? My Little Pony, what's that name? Fluttershy. Brilliant, Fluttershy. It was a drawing of Fluttershy who had been run over by a locomotive. You would have hoped that it was split in half, but it was more crushed than anything. Right? Yes, this is what I'm dealing with. So I see this photo, and the pinnacle point that fucked me up was the fact that this was not a recent death. The artist had gone into great amount of detail to show that this death was like weeks old. The thing was discolored, its jaw was melting off, whatever. Like flies and maggots and vultures were picking his eyes out. I'm like, why would you do this to me, man? There was blood splatter from where the train hit it to where it went. And she had drawn crusty little flecks of dry blood on her. So like, I thought this was punishment enough, right? It can't get any worse than this. Wrong. I read the comments.
You never read the comments.
And this is my favorite part of the whole show. I love this shit.
How many necrophiles?
There was only one, thank God, but one was enough. And I'm paraphrasing, but it read as... Fluttershy, my angel, rest in peace. Love heart emoticon, dear emoticon. Fuck! I just wanted to reach on the screen and slap this guy. It's a bad game, stop it! In the artist's defense, it was a really well done drawing. Maybe I'm just jealous out there. I can't draw for shit. It's not that I think the process of learning to draw is very hard. I think anyone can do literally anything if they set their minds to it. I'm just a terribly, terribly lazy person. You got one U from that, brilliant. It's like, I can't sketch for shit. I can honestly barely draw between the lines of a coloring book. I have the adept artistic talents of a 4-year-old with social problems. Like, even if I could draw, what would I draw, right? Like, I don't have a character yet. Like, I know what it looks like up here and shit. I've just never really put pen to paper. And I'm honestly a bit scared of how it would turn out. A lot of ref sheets that I've seen, which are done by the owners of the characters themselves, tend to go a little overboard with the minute details of the intricacies. Some nice way of putting it. Well, they go netherworldy with their shit. They even get like angel wings, like the wrong kind, like tentacles everywhere, stuff like that. A chesty dick. Now, chesty dick is a dick that goes past your chest. And those two words from the English language should have never combined to become one word. But I have taken it upon myself to label it and present to you, to share with the world. We'll teach a man to fish. Like, it makes no sense, guys. You wouldn't be able to do anything with this fucking member in your face. Like, you wouldn't be able to maintain relationships, because God forbid you want to talk to someone with this elephant in the room. You couldn't have a job. You couldn't drive. You would literally be on a disability pension. Like, maybe you are on a disability pension, but hopefully it's for a cooler reason than having a chesty dick. It's fucking burp. I feel genuine sympathy for some of the characters that I see. Namely, again, on the front page of FA. It's like, poor thing. It's like, we see a Labrador, and it's a Labrador, right? Like, cool. And Labradors are the archangels of dogs. So along comes fucking Philippe the Furry, we're gonna call him. He comes along, he sees this dog, and he's like, yo, this dog's pretty sick, right? But what if it was blue? So he turns the dog blue. And the dog's like, dude, this is sick, thanks, man. Young baby's so cool. The dog feels great, Philippe feels empowered, he's feeling creative, he's thinking outside the box, terrific. So he's like looking at the dog again, he's like, man, I'm gonna give him red eyes. And again, dog gets red eyes, and the dog's so hyped. Oh my God, I got red eyes now, sick. Yo, I'm gonna pull so much tail. And then Philippe brings out a scalpel and draws a big fucking scar down its forehead, past its eye into its jaw. Yeah. It's your friend Philippe. It's like, ow, shit, man! What the fuck? Oh my god, dude, it hurts! Philippe doesn't care anymore. Philippe has ceased to exist. He's looking at this dog as something imperfect. It is something in the way of what he truly wants. So Philippe goes absolutely to town on this dog. He opens up Psy, whatever the fuck people use, digs out his scalpel, his bone saw, his jumbo thick colored crayons, and he goes to town on this dog, giving it like 6 legs, devil horns, dark magic auras, flame powers, ammo belts filled to the brink with like shuriken and grenades and kunai and shit. Replaces its skin with fucking kink leather, who knows? And he gives it a chesty dick. And this buddy Philippe's just like, you know what, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. You know what, I ain't done. Fills a diaper within, impregnates the dog, forces it to swallow a smaller creature, builds it to fucking 30 feet high, and takes a shit on a cityscape. And as one final fuck you to this dog, makes it into a big furry plane and flies it off into the distance. And you know where it lands? A your character here option. And it fucking wins. Thank you very much for coming out, you guys. Stick around for the rest of the entertainment. My name's Choji. You've been absolutely wonderful. See you at the dance.
Surely that's not acceptable.
No, I don't think so.